What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have just a couple of news, but they are quite impressive. First of all, I will show you an update from Scott Roth in regards to his RICO lawsuit, and I have to say that Schwab tried to hide the information, and it tried to do it by the most ridiculous way. And I will show you why this attempt was unsuccessful, and I will show you what punishment they would have if this attempt was successful. On top of that, guys, I will show you an update that is related to the class action lawsuit that was filed just several weeks ago. And I have to say that we have quite interesting details in this. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. So, let's start with this tweet that was written by Scott Roth. As you can see, he wrote it on September 18th at 1:40 p.m. By the way, guys, this is the Central European time. That is why you have to keep this in mind. So, Scott wrote, Schwab admitted to destroying evidence in the form of my emails through their message center and also deleting the audio recordings of myself and TDA BD S7, S9, S63, Rolf Fleming talking about the MMTLP trading halt. Most of you will remember I posted immediately after this call, and it's a large part of my lawsuit, because he admitted that MMTLP was trading at 100 times the lead market, and TDA had to ask for the U3 halt because they had to protect themselves. The call took place on March the 20th of 2023. The confirmations came on September 14th, 2024 and September 16th, 2024. Because I notified TDA, I was suing them under RICO, CFAA, and for breach of FINRA rules on December the 20th of 2022, they had a legal obligation to preserve all this. This resulted in a spoliation claim in my case, and for brevity's sake and to get back to the books, I can only say this act of bad faith hopefully will void the arbitration agreement. They did not do this unintentionally, so stand by, more to follow. And guys, here's a quite interesting set of tweets in response to his initial tweet. Bradley Tate wrote, Scott was just assured us that the possibility of this case being tossed is zero. Complete reputation destruction at Charles Schwab would almost be as bad as BK. Those very clever Harvard lawyers had better advise quick settlement in this case. And Scott responded, Brad, I think you're reading too much into what I posted. It makes their attempt to put me in arbitration more difficult. My spoliation claim is strong, however. And guys, take a look at the comment of Mark Basil. He wrote, if Scott is right, he has a spoliation claim. He is also right that there is a litigation hold requirement that TDA's attorneys should have informed their client of. In this case, if evidence was destroyed, Scott would receive the presumption of this version of facts as true. And guys, this is quite interesting point that I didn't know basically, but Mark has a lot of experience in this type of litigations, and he knows that if the evidence was destroyed, every person should receive the presumption of his version of facts as true. And this is the crucial part. In this case, we don't even need to see these filings, we don't even need to see these recordings. In this case, Scott's mentions and Scott's facts of this event becomes a reality. But at the same time, guys, take a look right here. Scott also wrote this. Dismissing Gary Gensler and SEC as a respondent in Trot today, and withdrawing the writ of mandamus motion against him and the SEC. So, guys, quite unexpected step. But he also wrote this. Refiling on what should be the legitimate target of the WOM, FINRA CEO Robert Cook based on SEC versus Sloan 436 US 103 from 1978. Based on the Schwab destruction of evidence, there are a few things that can spin off this, so we all can stay on offense. And yes, Scott knows what he will do next if something happens. And on top of that, guys, Scott, in my opinion, has not only plan A and supposedly plan B, but he also has plan C, plan D, plan E, and I think all the letters of the alphabet is behind his belt, and he knows what he will do next if something happens. On top of that, guys, we have another quite interesting tweet that was published on September 19th at 12:57 a.m. As you can see, it is a Central European time. Keep this in mind. And this is quite ridiculous, but it is also extremely important. Schwab now says they found the missing Todd Fleming March 2023 audio. Yeah, right. Sanctions are warranted on Schwab and Schwab's attorney. They still claim they deleted the emails. Schwab is trying to form the runways for the crash landing and ain't talking the bait. The BS piles up so fast. In this, you really do need wings to stay above it. And by the way, guys, we have to admit that Schwab is violating a lot of rules. Take a look right here. John Burder reposted the tweet that was written by Steph, and Steph wrote, "Scott, say it ain't so. Withholding or lost information. Not the same Schwab that, according to the SEC, willfully violated Section 206 subsection 4 of the Advisors Act and Rules 206 subsection 4-1A5 and 206 subsection 4-7 thereunder in 2022. They made false or misleading statements. No, not the same Schwab that reported invalid or truncated account names to the large options positions LOPR in approximately 19.9 million instances. No, Scott, no, this can't be. Not the same Schwab that failed to report information regarding purchase and sale transactions affected in municipal securities. No, damn no. Sincerely, MMTLP Army. And guys, I have to say that Schwab is quite interesting, let's put it this way, interesting broker-dealer, because they violated a lot of rules recently. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. Here it is. 9 hours ago, Kostas wrote this. Another MMTLP and FINRA violation. 17A-4 records to be preserved by certain exchange members, brokers and dealers. 17A-4 subsection A. Every member, broker-dealer, subject to paragraph 240.17A-3 must preserve for a period of not less than 6 years. The first 2 years in an easily accessible place. All records required to be made pursuant to paragraph 240.17A-3, and he basically mentioned about several paragraphs of the same rule. And analogous records created pursuant to paragraph 17A-3 subsection E. And this is the direct speech from the FINRA's own rules and guidance. And that is why, guys, if they so-called lost these filings or deleted it or made something else with them, they have to be prosecuted. And this is the rules that should be implemented in another lawsuit if they will not find these records. So, and he added this letter, as you can see, that was written on September 18th, and it says, I just received an email from your client Schwab saying they suddenly have the missing audio. I have spent the last 3 days working on exploitation arguments and per Schwab, they did delete my emails, just not the audio. A supervisor emailed me, or so they say. Some of this could have been avoided if you accepted to just one of my multiple requests for you to contact your client and find out if the information was good or bad. You refused. Emails are still missing. And this was after I gave notice of a suit on December the 20th of 2022. At this juncture, I need to have a certified audio copy of my March 20th, 2023 conversation between myself and Ron Fleming to prove it hasn't been deleted, and you're just playing for time and hoping arbitration's draconian provisions preclude me getting the audio, which they will, or your motion to dismiss can get to the gate without the audio being forced to be produced. I'm moving for sanctions and proceeding with the conclusive presumption that the audio has been lost per representations made by Schwab on September 16, 2024, until I am assured it exists with my own copy. The Schwab supervisor maintains that I was told the emails would not make the transition from TDA to Schwab. Schwab bought TDA in 2020. They had 4 years to do the corporate sex change from TDA's version of ripping off its customers to Schwab's more MMAT, southern fried style of fraud, counterfeiting securities, overselling MMTLP into the 90 million plus stratosphere for first ballot Hall of Fame entry. There was absolutely no legally defensible reason for any ESI not to migrate. Let me call the BS in the formal proposition, though I had conversations with Schwab personnel that said everything would be preserved, and it doesn't matter anyway. SEC Rule 17A-4 requires the records to be preserved, as does FINRA Rule 4511. I'm moving for sanctions on your circus. You just got the find out part. Scott Trott. And guys, I have to say that the style of these letters are brilliant. I have nothing to say on top of this, because Scott explained in plain and simple words what he thinks is the most important for the MMTLP community and how his counterparty should behave. And unfortunately, we have a lot of evidence that their behavior is not the best one, let's put it this way. So, let me show you another quite interesting update. Roman Soups, the person, again, with a quite debatable position in MMTLP saga, posted this tweet just 5 hours ago. MMTLP, new information. Todd Taggart versus Next Bridge Hydrocarbons. Timeline submitted and more. John Burda checks in. Next date, October 23rd. Defendants file response to amended complaint. 8 months of discovery, trial 2+ years out. And here's the Appendix A with the schedule of this lawsuit. And guys, if you want to read the entire document, you can click on this link, and here's all the filings related to this case. And you definitely have to have a paid account on Pacer. But at the same time, take a look on this appendix itself. So, the next deadline is the deadline for defendants to respond to plaintiff's amended complaint on October 23rd. Then, next month, November the 20th. If defendants move to dismiss, then plaintiff's opposition is due November the 20th. Next, defendants' reply in further support of the motion is due December 16th. And guys, this is just 3 steps, not the most important one in this case. And they basically will end almost at the very end of this year. And every next step will push this case to the next year. And that is why, guys, please wait for the results of any cases. And litigation processes are not the quickest one. That is why we have to be patient. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.